Hi, it's David here with Future Trader. I want to give you your final update on this NQ. If you would like to get caught up via here on YouTube, you can definitely check out this video. It should be right there in that playlist for you, or right here on the first row here. You can get the rest of the alerts I've done on this market via the playlist here. But here on the last video, of course, price was here. All right, so that was the activity that pulled up on that 216.75. And again, I call this price level back on the 30th. All right, and we've been tracking this roughly since the 6th, I believe. Yeah, so roughly about the 6th, I believe. Yeah, about it might have been a little bit. It might have been a little bit more than that, but it's definitely there. We've been tracking this, and again, this was in the last video here. We were right there, and you can see that of course, price became cyclical right there at that 216.75. That's the price I called back on the 30th. All right, I got above it, and definitely this time we held it. All right, and so if you need the ranges and all of that, you can see that direct hit yesterday they took off. Okay. If you need all of this information, the link will be included below. You can check out the trading guide. It'll have the ranges, everything that I'll talk about. You'll have it down below. Prices here now, of course, they made it to the 550. All right. So on the daily perspective here, this is what we were shooting for. And again, this will be the last alert for a while on this. So price had, of course, came down. Now we've been calling this 550. Before I go into that, we've been calling this 550 over here. All right, so I've been saying that it's going to happen on this bar on the last contract. When this bar closed, it was a bullish bar actually, and I told you that the way they close, it's weakness, and of course that next day it dropped. And even the static level was different on the other contract. They bounced at it, and then of course, they began to move up. And I thought that they could get at that 550 then, but of course they did this. So this is what happened here. I told you that day that I shot the video that I didn't like, even though the recovery was there from the zone because of the no close over here. Here's the no close here. There's the hard stop, and that's the static level. I didn't like what was on the 1 minute, but I said they're doing it, okay, and of course they went up, and then the next day here they got above here, and I told you they needed to close above the '07 here. They managed to get up there, but it came back down within the last 2 hours and just dropped. Okay, and then I told you, once they clip this, you want to see them hurry up and get right back to it. Okay, really, really important. And so they, of course, they clipped it. They never closed under this bar. All right, never closed under the low of this bar here. That's the no close level. There's the static. They do not supposed to go outside the zone. I even said in the last video, I didn't want to see them come outside this zone to move down. I didn't want to see it, and I told you that on this day. Okay, now they came right back with it, and I told you they had, of course, the no close, and that blue bar there, was like a wall. But I'm glad they were able to accelerate and go ahead and get it done. And so now this is what you have here. Now, of course, they can go higher. I projected up here at least, let's say 950. They can get there if they so choose to just go straight. But if not, what you can do is you can flip these zones. And again, I'm not going to cover this for a while. So hopefully you guys have been able to benefit from this information. And if you have, just leave me a like below. Try to let the algorithm know that I'm here, and that of course people can utilize this information. Just flip it upside down, and that can become demand for you should they want to lean back. All right. However, you do have a no close here. Hopefully, they shouldn't get back down here. At least I hope not. But there's the no close again. Here's the hard stop. You got that information there, and again, there's the static. So I told you if they couldn't if they couldn't get right back to it, I told you I really believe that they would have probably fell all the way down here. And if they would have bounced here, I would have needed to see what that looked like. All right, so trying to bring you up to speed to everything that I said in the last video. And again, you can go back and check what I said, but I definitely told you. And again, you can go back as far as you want, and you're going to see that I've been calling that 550 for some time, definitely since they've been over here. All right, so if you want to see it on the price action chart, let's go ahead and just take a look at that so you can get an eye of that. Now, if you're new to trading, this may help you out. This method, I'm not going to go into what it is. Again, the link will be below. You can go and learn what it is. You can, but I'll show it to you here. All you're doing with the no close here, the NC, that's all that means. No close beneath the bar. This one here, and then of course the hard stop on the bar with the color and the level. There's 930. So we have 930 here. Here's a no close, kind of blending it all together. There's the no close. They didn't close back under that bar. Let's click the crosshairs here so you can know for certain. Low 52.75, close 52.75. So to the tick, closed right at it, reversed, went back up there. Again, try to stay with the trend. That's not a trend. That's not a trend. So try to stay with the trend. And of course, they, of course, came back towards the range here, lifted up. There's your trend. Here's the trend distance. And again, you can take in all this information over here with all that cyclical back and forth. You can take in all that information with the color bars and the levels and see. And then, of course, here's your move all the way up to the 550, well, to the 650, because once they go outside 650, it should keep going. So from the 550 to 650, that's pretty much your target. If they're not going to turn at the 550, you're shooting for them breaching that 650, and so they did so. And so 650 is roughly up here, and you can tell how they behaved no sooner they got to that price level. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Again, if you like the information that I'm sharing, again, do hit the like button. It would definitely help the algorithm to know that I'm here. And again, if you appreciate anything that I'm doing and you want to support the channel, go ahead and become a subscriber. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.